Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite open world games ever. It's called Shadow of the Colossus. It's older PlayStation 2 game. It has been remade twice, I believe, both for the PlayStation 3 and more recently for the PlayStation 4. I started playing it very late. For some reason I was late to kind of jump on this Shadow of the Colossus bandwagon, but what made this game impressive and so amazing in people's minds was that it was, like I said, early PlayStation 2, and it was this huge open map. You could run from your starting point to anywhere on the map with no loading screens, and of course now that's not amazing. Now we can do that in all kinds of games, but before, during PlayStation 2 times, this was a huge feat and this was really hard to do. So the fact that you could just run around on your horse forever was amazing and people loved it. Another thing that people really liked about this game was the fact that nothing is done for you. And I've seen this fact go both ways when talking to people about it. Some people say they love the fact that you have to do everything, and some people hate it. And what I mean by that is, in every game you have the controller to run around, you have the X button to jump, you have all of this, but in Shadow of the Colossus, not only do you have to jump across the cliff ledge, but you also have to hold down a button to grab onto the cliff ledge. You have to push another button to pull yourself up. You have to have another button to make your horse go faster, and then you have to have another button to draw your bow while you're still controlling your horse with one control stick and your bow with the other. And it's extremely complicated, especially when you have a 40-foot monster chasing you, trying to kill you. I think it made the game what it is. I think the fact that you have to remember to hit the button to grab onto the ledge. You have to remember that you have grip strength. You know, your character gets tired, so you can't hold on to the side of a cliff for the entire game. You have to let go at some point and rest and recuperate and then get back to things. Also, another thing about Shadow of the Colossus is the story isn't really painted out for you. You start out with this kid, he's on his horse, he's carrying this girl who we presume is dead, and we don't know who she is. We don't know if it's his lover, if it's his sister, if it's just a friend. We don't know. We just know that he's trying to bring her back to life. We don't know why. And basically he's told that in order to do this, he has to kill all of these titans. And every time he kills one, their soul goes back to the temple. And then when he's killed all of them, then this woman will be brought back. So he goes all around the world and he kills all of these creatures. And that's basically the premise of the game. Now, what is sad is that these creatures, they don't do anything to deserve being killed. They're not hurting anybody, they're not destroying villages, they're not killing people, they're not kidnapping princesses, they're not doing anything. They're just going around minding their own business, and you come up, crawl up their leg, and, stab them in the head. A downside of this game, I think, kind of ties into what I've already said. The story isn't super clear. The gameplay can be kind of tricky. It can be really difficult at times, especially when you're trying to do several things at once. I know there's one thing you have to fight, and you have to ride your horse next to it. You have to shoot an arrow to get it to go to ground level. Then you have to ride your horse up next to it. You have to jump while your horse is full sprint. You have to grab onto the side of the thing, pull yourself up, all while you're running out of grip strength. And it's just, It can be really stressful and it can be really hard, especially for people who are used to having the simplified controls. Shadow of the Colossus does not give you that luxury at all. It never will. But I love this game. It's amazing. I suggest everybody play it at least a little bit once, just because it is one of those iconic PlayStation games. As you'll notice, probably from watching my channel, that I am diehard PlayStation fan. I love everything PlayStation. So the fact that this game has been so successful for so long really makes me happy. So overall, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's great. Go out, try it, have some fun, kill some innocent creatures who did absolutely nothing to you and don't deserve to die. If that's your thing. Right. Have fun. See you later.